So I'm going through this video right now, and I'm really hungry. It's at my afternoon show. What's going on, everybody? I can't believe I got 1,000 views on the last video on the Dead channel. Check it out. Let's just go through this. Is Tyson Fury messing up boxing? I'll weigh in. Let's react. Let's check this out. Let's hear what they have to say over in the UK.
But let's get on with this week's show, Spence. How are you, mate?
Simon, really well, mate.
Nice
Yourself?
to see you. Yeah, not bad.
Too.
Not bad. Last week we saw the beginning of what I would call the Carnival of Horror, which is the
Carnival of Horror.
Tyson Fury, Francis Ngannou.
So that Francis Ngannou, if you don't know who he is and you just watch boxing like me, he's basically, what, an MMA fighter, UFC? This is just, now I know the facts. Well, most of the facts anyway. This, for me, it's kind of messed up, and I'll tell you why. Let's hear what this gent has to say, mate. I'm going to mute the chip eating. I'm sorry, I got to eat.
Fight, and we saw the press conferences. I'm assuming you were there.
Yeah, no, I wasn't at the press
Were you
conference.
not there? No, okay.
No.
But you would have seen the press conferences.
Yeah,
I have to be honest. I watched 15 minutes of it and turned it off.
Yeah.
Because I found it boring. Frank Warren spent the next 2 days texting me, telling me how many social media engagements Queensbury alone have had, which was running at 11.5 million. And I told you that this is going to be the biggest spectacle around. What did you make of the press conference, and what did you make of Tyson's positioning on a number of things? We'll get on to his blanket ban that we will and won't speak to in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have the heavyweight champ. So there's going to be a lot of interaction on social media, a lot of impressions and what have you, because Tyson Fury right now is arguably the best heavyweight and most entertaining in the world, where we suffered through a decade long of the Vladimir Klitschko. The brothers, you remember them. Anyway, so Tyson Fury is definitely going to be watched. He's going to get engagement and stuff like that. But this kind of is, I'm just giving real-time analysis in my head. In my opinion, is kind of messed up. Well, it's very messed up. It's not fair, in my opinion, to boxers that have earned a spot to get a shot at the title. In my humble opinion, he shouldn't be able to have any type of exhibition fight. It's a fake fight. Let's get real here. I hear, there's a puncher's chance. Ain't no puncher's chance. It's ridiculous. This is a fake fight. It's all about money, and it's just a total farce. And while any heavyweight or any fighter, for that matter, in any weight class in boxing they should be stripped of their titles, in my opinion. You might disagree with me, but I'm making a point. You gotta feel where I'm coming from. You got unknown fighters coming up, like the dude who fought Usyk, busting their behinds to get ranked. And then all of a sudden, you got the heavyweight champ, while he's allowed to keep the titles, unless I didn't read something, he's allowed to keep his titles, or title. Tyson Fury has the belt. And then he doesn't get stripped. I mean, how does that work? So you have all these fighters coming up in a game that aren't even filthy rich, that deserve a shot, and yet he's going to go out and fight someone while he's the champion, even though the belt is not on the line. It's just messed up. He should be stripped or heavily fined, but I think stripped of the championship for doing this. He should be doing stuff like this after boxing. Let's continue.
But your takeaways.
The takeaways from the press conference was exactly what I expected. It's always going to be a little bit of a circus, if I'm honest. When it's the Tyson Fury press conference, whether he comes in dressed up or whatever he does, he's a great salesman, and that's what he is. And Ngannou played his part as well. Look, I've accepted the fight for what it is. I understand what it is, and Frank's right in many ways. As in, listen, as a commercial thing, entity, it is going to be huge, right? You can't deny that.
I would never accept this fight as a boxing fan. I would never buy this fight. Oh boy, no one's going to want to hire me for a sponsorship. Not that I'm looking for one, never will. I mean, no, don't say that, but to promote these fights, I would never go and try to buy this fight as a boxing fan. Like, real talk, I'm a real boxing fan. I would never order this on pay-per-view. I'll probably catch the highlights because I already know what's going to happen. I already know just from the weigh-in alone that they're happy. They're laughing all the way to the bank. That's okay. Go get your money. Not mad at that. Just coming from, like I said, a boxing fan's perspective, you have an active heavyweight champion. Okay, maybe he's still in his prime, under 35, and he should be fighting someone that deserves a title shot. He shouldn't be having a circus moment here. That comes after the career, like Floyd Mayweather. So this kind of does mess up boxing. It's kind of watering it down, because now that Tyson Fury is doing this, hey, the floodgates are open. Why not, why don't Crawford do this tomorrow? Why don't he go fight Jake Paul or somebody while he has the titles? Oh, we'll just put the title on pause, rip the guy off that busted his behind, a real athlete trying to get up there and fight, and earned his top 10 position, top 5, earned a title shot. Why don't we just take it away from him? Because that's what they're essentially doing. They're taking an opportunity away from someone. Real talk. Let's get back to this.
The crossover is going to be massive. Pay-per-view sales are going to be huge. And accept it for what it is. We're not getting the fights that we originally wanted. We're not getting Alexander Usyk, Tyson Fury. Don't think we're going to get AJ versus Deontay Wilder, by the way. I don't think we're going to get that anytime soon either. I've got a feeling that fight's sort of slipping away. There's talk of AJ now fighting in December, Wilder fighting in November.
I'll tell you why. AJ, and some of you British fans will probably get mad at me with real talk, doesn't stand a chance against Wilder. He would get knocked cold. He would get knocked cold. Are you kidding me? Yo, Deontay Wilder is like Mecha Godzilla, and Anthony Joshua is like Mothra. It's like, okay. We all know, Deontay Wilder has dynamite in his fists, okay? And if it wasn't for Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder would be the heavyweight champion right now. He would be like our era, like the 2020s Mike Tyson. Straight up. It just so happens Tyson Fury is a freak. He's a very tall man, almost 7 foot tall, and he can box his behind off, yo. So don't even try to come at me with that. It's dragging it out. They're dragging it out probably on AJ's side. Because I know Wilder, if I'm on Team Wilder, I'm like, yo, let's go to Saudi Arabia, wherever we're going to get the most money, and just fight Joshua right now. We're going to get so many millions. This knockout, in my opinion, is going to come so easy. I guarantee you, you saw what Andy Ruiz did to Joshua? I guarantee you, Deontay Wilder cold clocks Anthony Joshua so hard. And I argue maybe once he feels the power, he'll be quitting. He'll be making excuses. He'll say he hurt his shoulder before it even comes to a knockout. Because you could see this man has like unbelievable superhero power. That is Deontay Wilder Bomb Squad all day. Just saying. That's the way I see it. Anthony Joshua is going nowhere near Deontay Wilder unless he gets knocked out 2 more times and then he's damaged goods for and it's over. You can see he's like on the end of his career and Joshua's looking more fresh, but that's not going to happen. They're going to run. They're going to stay away from him for sure. Let's continue.
So I accept it for all it is. I think it's going to be great entertainment. That's for sure. It's going to be fun. It will go down as the biggest upset in boxing history if Ngannou could beat. I don't see a way that Ngannou can win the fight. That is for sure. No. He's big, he's slow. Look, he looks capable. He looks all right. I've been watching him on YouTube, watching him training. Mike Tyson implementing the stuff. Mike Tyson's a great student of the game, by the way. We know that. A great student of the game. And he's showing Ngannou certain.
So is Roy Jones Jr. It didn't stop Liam Smith cleaning that because you Bank Jr.'s clock.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that. So I'm not making a case here for Ngannou. What I'm saying is, he'll go in there, he'll give it a go. He's big, he's strong. Tyson can't get complacent. He's got to stay focused. Didn't look in great shape, by the way, either did he at the press conference?
No, difficult to see from those bloody awful suits.
Yeah,
but yeah, no.
Yeah, well, I saw him with his top off as well. Actually, right. Yeah. Okay. It didn't look particularly great.
But
shape,
we're 6 weeks? No, we're not now. We're about 4 weeks out, aren't we?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Having Mike Tyson come in, it's so weird. Tyson Fury was caught off guard. He's like, this dude, I'm named after him, and 30, 50 years later, he's in the other corner. What's wrong with that picture? Mike Tyson should be up in Tyson Fury's corner. What's up with that, Mike? But Mike knows it's a joke. Mike's just getting paid, getting his name out on social media, his bread and butter, making that money, making that cashola. He knows that Fury's going to win already. He knows it. Mike Tyson's a businessman like everyone else. Pad the bank account while you can. You get lucky enough to have that opportunity in your life where you're a rare phenom and you're going to capitalize on it all day. Mike got family. Mike got a wife. Mike got kids. Mike wants that money. I don't blame him. He's getting that check. But this is just a joke. It's a circus. It's not even like, who's going to take this seriously? This guy's talking about, have you had the biggest upset in boxing history? Ain't going to happen. It would be funny if it did, but it's not. This is all about money. This is just, like I said, it's an opportunity taken away from someone else because Tyson Fury would have to defend his titles at some point. And there's going to be time here now wasted with this nonsense. I don't even care about this. It's just like a YouTube fight to me. So it's like watering down, like I said, the boxing system. Boxing is not regulated. It's crazy corrupt. You can go through boxing history. I think it was, let me just tell you should pull this fight up because I remember in my memory bank, I swear to this day, Bruce Seldon took a dive with Mike Tyson. Whether Mike Tyson knew it or not, this dude, someone paid Bruce Seldon off. He got hit and it went over his head and he got knocked out. Well, go watch that fight. This is but by memory. I mean, this is a long time ago. I haven't seen it in years. I should go check it out or pull it up while I'm talking about it. But I remember Bruce Seldon just not getting hit clean by Mike Tyson. He's like, forget this, I quit. He walked in the ring smiling, nervous. Bruce Seldon, anyway, he just had for a hot minute, one of the heavyweight titles. I can't even believe I remember this without even reading or anything. It's just stuck in my brain. But, yeah, this is kind of messed up, people. If you're a true boxing fan, this is kind of messed up. Maybe you disagree because you're going to have fun watching it. I don't know. But I'll just say this is not fair. How is this fair? And having Mike Tyson in a corner of a guy that doesn't even, maybe he casually boxes. I don't know what he does in MMA. What's his specialty? Because I don't really know anything about him. I heard he got power, but any big man does, right? He's a heavyweight. But I'm just saying, let me make this analogy. Having Mike Tyson, it's a different sport. Teaching this, my man right here, Francis, how to fight, is like having an acting student in high school, having Robert De Niro come in, or having Denzel Washington come in, right? Denzel Washington or Al Pacino teaching the actor, coaching them on a set in a huge film that they have to anchor, like starring a novice actor. It would be weak. It's whack. I don't like it. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. It's all about that cash, baby. Go get your money. I'm not mad at that. I'm more mad at how this is for boxing. It's just messed up. They're watering down a sport. They're diluting it. It's stupid. And I'll tell you, at some point, when is like Canelo Alvarez, not even the younger dudes that are blowing up right now, coming up in the game, are just gonna be like, hey, why do I gotta fight real fights? I'll just get my name big enough, hear me out, big enough on social media. I'll become famous and then never take a real headshot again or a risky fight because I'll have a title. I could just have like a real title fight, pause, have 2 fake fights with like D-list celebrities or MMA fighters or a football player, whoever's famous at the moment for something. I'll just do that. Little risk and make more money probably because I'm so popular and so famous. More money than fighting the real fight where there's risk and I'm risking a head injury. Yo, this is not good. This is not a good look. What's gonna happen? This is just the floodgates are open and it's gonna be like on steroids. It's gonna get worse and worse probably if they let them get away with this. They should be stripping titles and it should be not. This should be not a serious fight allowed like this while you're holding that title because he goes just to pause his career and goes back to the real career while he's still champion while doing these games. It's just bad for boxing, in my opinion.
You know, and Tyson Fury's, one of those guys
yeah.
that he comes into the ring. He's not one of those muscle-bound sort of guys or whatever anyway. But look,
No.
he's got to keep his eye on the ball. That's what I'm saying. Ngannou, we know, is heavy-handed, dangerous with the right hand. They're training hard, they're working hard, but we're talking about levels here. We're talking about a guy that's not had a fight against a guy that's the #1 heavyweight in the world.
Yeah.
But from an entertainment value, I think it's going to be good fun, and I think it's going to be huge on the pay-per-views.
See, I don't dispute, never have disputed the validity of Frank's thinking and the thinking of their relationship that they're trying to engender in the Middle East. They are trying to open a gateway that can secure the biggest fights. They don't think the current situation is delivering the big fights.
Yeah.
No, the manner in which that's operated with Prince Khalid and the need to get a buy-in from certain aspects of the government to be able to achieve it. Whereas you've
Incidentally, I never watched this video. I watched the first 10 seconds. I watched the topic. I said, let me weigh in. I think I'm giving more, honestly, I don't know who the other guy is. The guy that's not on screen now, the other dude. I feel like I'm giving more, like a more fresher take on real talk, I don't know, these people are employed by a company or whatever. Maybe they got a little muzzle on them. They got to watch what they say, stuff like this. I don't. Yo, real boxing fans don't want to see this horse. You know what? I'm not trying to have it. Come on, if you're a real boxing fan and you're watching this, you're telling me you rather watch Tyson Fury fight this Francis dude from MMA who never had a real professional boxing fight rather than him fighting someone else like Joshua or Wilder or Usyk. Please, man, this is whack. Or some up-and-coming young dude like the cat that fought Usyk and knocked him down with a on-a-belt, borderline, controversial, low-blow shot, whatever. This is whack. This is straight up weak. It's not good. It's not a good look, but nobody really cares because now the new generation, the really young cats coming up, the young kids, they're going to think this is a normalcy. They're going to think it's okay for their 10 years from now, 5 years from now, for their boxing hero to be fighting these YouTube fights, you know? We'll just call them YouTube fights because that's how they got famous. You know, Floyd does it. It's a different story. Floyd is retired and it doesn't count on his professional record. Even if this doesn't count on Fury's professional record, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter because he's still champion and he's still active. He's not retired. It should be, this has to be looked at, but nobody's going to care. Like I said, the sport's unregulated. It's shady. I don't know. This is just bad news for me. I just see this happening. Thanks, Tyson Fury. Let's continue.
Got the PIF Fund, which has got a dedicated environment specifically for sports, and it might this event opens the doors to a relationship of deliverables, which then would hopefully mean proper grown-up fights. And I don't dispute the validity of that. Frank keeps on going on about it being the biggest event that he's ever been involved in, and I don't dispute that because if you, as he said to me the other day, and he gets fed up with me saying that I'm bored of it, I don't want to hear it, I'm not interested in this fight. I don't think it's a becoming fight for the WBC champion of the world. Yeah, I understand what it is.
But
He's
from the
getting
business
paid.
side of
It's about money.
It makes sense.
But
right?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
When I did the podcast with Frank on another platform with my own podcast from Upfront, I talked specifically about Frank. Just call it for what it is. It's just money.
Yeah.
There's no competitive jeopardy in this. This is not a proper grown-up fight. This is just two athletes from different disciplines getting paid a vast amount of money for doing it. And you...
Oh, boy. Cheers, mate. Trying to get my mic back on. See, this guy right here, he's saying it. I don't know. I think he's Jordan. I don't know. Maybe he's Spencer. I don't know which guy he is. He's saying what I'm saying, basically, in a different way. It's not a proper grown-up fight, mate. Cheers. Let's get cheeky. Let's watch Tyson Fury. What a lovely event. Frank Warren will promote it. Frank Warren's a British promoter. I don't think any of this. This is just bad news for real boxing heads. Not cool. This is taking boxing in a bad direction, and money's going to win the day. They're going to see that they can get away with this, and it's going to probably happen a lot more often now. What a way to ruin a sport. I mean, arguably it's probably not going to ruin a sport. You know what I mean, though. It's going to just water it down. It's going to ruin opportunities. It's going to have comical, bizarre fighting moments, exhibition bouts for champions to put them to the most famous fighters while they're young and active to put themselves on pause, go fight a farcical fight, some BS match, promote it as real, get the ring walk, get all that stuff in there. People all happy, and it looks like a real event, but it's just like wrestling. Because nobody, I mean, if this dude beat Tyson Fury, it would be like a lotto ticket and a rainbow and a pig flying coming out all in one day. A rainbow coming out that just has real treasure on each end. Because it's probably already set in motion where I wouldn't even doubt they rehearsed this behind the scenes, how, they're going to pull their punches and stuff like that. Of course I'm skeptical because it's not a real fight. Okay? If it is, and Tyson Fury's going to knock him out or stop him, which he should, it's still technically not a real fight. He's fighting a guy from another sport. Give me a break. It's not, like, on paper, a serious prize fight, period.
You think it's a game changer for opening the door with the Middle Eastern guys to be able to establish what we seem to have been unable to establish, which is the making of big fights.
Sure.
Everywhere else in Saudi, they want to go buy a golf tour, they seem to be able to do it. They want to buy a Premier League football club, they seem to be able to do it. They want to be able to buy Premier League footballers, they seem to be able to do it, but it seems to evade them currently to put on heavyweight or big fights in Saudi Arabia that the world's waiting for.
Do you think there's a huge appetite, though, for this fight? I mean, I do. I think there's a huge appetite.
Can I give a tip? These guys got to spice up their show. This is kind of boring. They need to do something here. I'm criticizing their show. It's hilarious. Well, I have a YouTube button behind me. I know what's up. I have a play button. I did it myself. But anyway, that's for another channel. So anyway, listen, I'm going to wrap this up because this is honestly, it's really got me ticked off. And I don't really feel that this conversation is going any further. I just think that Tyson Fury is messing up boxing with this. I really do. I would love to know your thoughts on this. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you hit subscribe. And I'll be back. Maybe, hey, I'm thinking about, I got 1,000 views on the last video. I'm shocked. You know, I might get like 10 on another one, 5 on another one. But if this starts to go in a positive direction, this afternoon show, hey, you know, I want to talk about other things too. I did a video that had nothing to do with anything. We're watching plane dramas. So do stuff like that. But I would like to do some maybe live streams. Maybe taking some calls eventually. Oh, I would only do that, honestly, if it gets to like 40, 50,000 subscribers on this channel, which is highly unlikely because I probably won't put the work in to go there to do that. That's a lot of work. All right, I'll be back with another video. Make sure you hit subscribe, see what happens. This is all. We're living in a glitch in the matrix. Is Crawford going to fight some YouTuber next? Maybe he should get a hot, quick million and then fight a real fight with his belts because he's on top of the world right now. Crawford could fight a pillowcase and get paid right now. People will watch. Just don't put the title on the line. They won't let him do it. The WBC wouldn't let Tyson Fury do it. It makes no sense. It's crazy. They shouldn't do this. This is just bad news. This isn't Ali stepping into a wrestling ring when he's retired or for a moment's notice that wasn't even a boxing match. This is silly. But huge amounts of money are going to be made. And like I said, the floodgates are now open. They see they could do this. So it's going to be a wash, rinse, and repeat. Thank you for messing up boxing again. Another layer of crapola. I'm out. Take care.